switch gears a little bit to sustainability.
hmm
I know that Accor has taken some very significant sort of global efforts and initiatives around sustainability. Can you share with me a little bit more about what you're doing, maybe here locally within the Asian context?
Sure. I mean, I think probably the most important thing there is there are lots of different local efforts, but we're really quite committed to making sure we contribute to the global efforts. Sustainability is really at the heart of the strategy now on future proofing the success of the business and our contribution. Positive contribution to community. So, when you talk about local impact, everything we're planning to do and are already doing on food waste,
Mhm.
the reduction of food waste, which is a significant challenge across
Right.
culturally across the Asian markets, also Middle East, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest. So really working with partners to really, I guess, track and reduce that food waste, putting policies and operational procedures that support that link back to the brand standards. So we're still achieving brand standards, but we're doing it with food waste in mind. But not just food waste; it's the local sourcing. So how do we locally source? So procurement are working double time to make sure that that supply chain is in line with our expectations. I mean, like you, we have the carbon neutral. I think you have the same commitment by 2050.
Right. Mhm.
We've gone a step further as well. By the end of 2025, we want all hotels, so not just the hotels in Asia, to have external green certification, right? So that we are hand on our heart, we're putting our money where our mouth is, and we're living and breathing our commitment to the environment that we're operating in.
And you're obviously uniquely placed to be able to sort of tackle this and have impact at scale.
That's
And
right.
setting bold and aggressive targets is the first step.
And I think
So,
it helps the whole industry, right?
yeah.
It's not about us. It's
Oh,
about really caring for the environment and leaving it in a better place, and leaving the communities and supporting the communities that we operate in. I mean, that's a big part of being a global citizen or responsible global citizen.
so let's talk a little bit about AI. So, can you provide an overview of how you see AI really transforming the hospitality industry and how Accor is approaching this, especially around guest
Yeah.
experience?
AI is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for us to streamline what we do at running our tech platforms and providing solutions for our customers in a more cost-effective way. And you're also going to eradicate some of the repetitive aspects of job functions
Right.
that are perhaps not that appealing on a property level. Therefore, probably making room for more of the fun stuff and more of the people element, the human element, which you'd like to think if you're removing the repetitive and or dare I say boring, or ones that can contribute towards a negative guest experience.
Mhm.
You could rely on AI and tech to do that for you. Then spending time focusing on the customer experience, I think will be better for the customer and also for the brand. So I think a significant change in personalization that's going to help um, convert probably better on our platforms, and you'll be doing the same. So it's the extra business that the partners are going to bring us, as well as I think we'll go through a very similar change together. So I think
It's a
adaptability,
process.
agility, are the big ones. So yeah,
Mm.
it's
It's
gonna
an
be an
exciting
interesting time.
time.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but for sure, it's going to change how we operate at a corporate level, and then I think it will enhance the customer experience. So you'll have a lot of touchless elements coming into the hotels and contactless, which I think they've wanted
Mhm.
for a long time. So yeah, an interesting next decade ahead and beyond.
I can't let you go without asking about loyalty.
Okay. Yes. Good. Good.
So, what role do you see loyalty programs playing in this ever-changing sort of hospitality landscape, and specifically, what's the strategy for Accor?
Yeah, well, I think for us, was a tough one, right? Because we relaunched that program in
Right.
2019,
Yes.
and of course, the rest is history, and the world closed down. So, really trying to fulfill that promise of it being far more than a loyalty program in a one-dimensional manner. It's not
Right.
about just checking in and getting points for your stay. Obviously, it's the auxiliary services. It's evolving the loyalty program to really live up to its full potential of being that travel companion. I mean, of course, it's the way in which we get to know our customers. We get to incorporate their preferences and personal preferences, and then be able to continue that relationship with them um, beyond their stay. And I think that's where it is going. I mean, that's the integration of relevant local partners that have meaning for a customer sitting in Japan, or a customer sitting in China, or a customer sitting in Europe, and really making sure that we have the right partners on the right market to scale the awareness of the program, and the allure for that individual to do more with their points, to experience more. So a huge play on experiences through that. Money can't buy experiences.
Right.
So it's really the cornerstone, I would say, of the digital and distribution strategy.
Thank you so much for taking the time, and cannot wait to see you thrive in your new role and to hear all about Dubai. So,
Super kind of you, Sarah. Thank you
yeah,
very much for
love
having
to
me.
see you today.
Thank you.